Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank
Hi
you.
guys, and welcome to 1minutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about power on the forehand and the serve. And I want to show you a great concept that will allow you to hit harder and faster today. Now, the serve and the forehand have become very, very similar strokes in many ways. The forehand has begun to even mirror the serve in the way that we throw the racket at the ball. On the serve, we throw the racket at the ball, and on the forehand, we throw the racket at the ball. But before we can actually throw the racket at the ball, we have to set the position up perfectly. We have to coil, we have to build up the power before we can actually release it. And to do this, I want you to think about the concept or picture of a longbow. Now, going back in time, the Romans actually dominated the world almost entirely because of the longbow. And they had these huge bows that were very, very difficult to draw the string back. It took great strength. And what they would do with these longbows was they would fire the arrows from a great distance. So the opposing armies were half destroyed before they even got near to the Romans. Now, instead of a racket, imagine I've got a longbow and I'm going to send an arrow a great distance. So I'm going to point it into the air, and with my right hand, I'm going to draw the bowstring back. So it looks like so. And now let's have a look at the service take back. And it's like this. And now let's have a look at the forehand. And I know the left hand doesn't go forward. The left hand's going to come across. But the right arm's exactly the same. Bow and arrow, the serve, the forehand. Now, what this makes me do is take the racket back with all of the big muscles of the arm. You see, many people on the serve take the racket back like this. Many people on the forehand take the racket back like this. Maybe you do. But we need to use the large muscles of the body to set the stroke up, ready to throw the racket at the ball. And if I get the picture of the longbow, I would never try and draw this difficult, heavy bowstring back this way. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would always do it using the strong muscles of the arm. And the same on the forehand. Use the strong muscles of the arm. Draw the imaginary string back. Draw the racket back. The same on the serve. Draw the imaginary string back. Draw the racket back. If I use this picture and this analogy to actually prepare myself to throw the racket at the ball, then all of the large muscle groups are coiled and ready to energize the stroke. This is a great picture. So the next time you're on court, think about drawing the racket back the way that the Romans did 2,000 years ago. Use the big muscles of the arm and you'll be able to power the racket through the stroke harder and faster than you believe possible. I hope this makes sense. Love to know how it works in your game. It's a great picture and analogy to get power into your stroke. If you like this idea and want more help with your game, have a look at what we can do with online coaching. There's more information in the website or email us for details. So this is not a new concept. Let's learn from the Romans of 2,000 years ago. Use the big muscles of the body to set up the stroke, and you'll have more power and more success today. Thanks for watching. See you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.